Hi everybody, welcome back to Rusty Gear Season 4, Episode 4 with me, Sid, and I am just out in the world. I've been out exploring and gathering myself a wee bit of material wealth, and mainly, to be honest, mainly meteorites. But I have found this. Let me get rid of that. That's now harvested. There's two ruins here. Now if we look where I am on spawn, I am not far away from the original spawn plateau. I have a slight peculiarity and I need to walk past to reset this. I have a single player world, which is basically this world, which I've been doing some test building in. So that was an early idea I had when we were going to have this as spawn. I am still going to build my house up here, but I've kind of built something up there in this mountain range. So I need to go back and reset that to actually reflect what is there. But I stopped the night over at that trader, and there's this ruin here, and then there's another ruin over there. Now, I don't know, we're fairly close to spawn. I think there's a very good chance that these ruins have been discovered. This looks like that ruin that we found. Well, if it has been found, it's not been looted, and certainly that lot. I mean, that looks like it's empty. So those, right? I think I'm going to be filling up on rubble, just because all this stuff here that I want. I don't know how much space I've got. I may even have to leave some of my my choicer selection. We've got that. Wool, knee-lined boots, ooh, and some stickage. Don't mind if I do. What else we got? Sphalerite. Zinc's always handy. Not hugely handy, comparatively speaking. Now, because we pick up everything, this is going to be... Oh, the server's going to restart in 10 minutes. Great. This is going to be somewhat difficult. So what I need, I think, to do is... That's just grass. Is decide what I actually want to take. Because otherwise I am going to just end up getting completely snided out with stuff. Now, luckily I have got a decent thing. I don't really need those, so they can go. However, I do want you, because I like those. Those are nice little widgets to collect. I mean, actually, this andesite is a nice little widget to collect, because part of my build plan would like that as well. Not so worried about the actual the butterflies, although it would seem to be a shame to waste them. So again, while I've got the space, let's just put a few of these in. That can go in. They need fixing anyway. There was another one there. Again, not overly bothered about the butterflies. Scribe table with candles. Oh God, there's so much stuff here. I want it all. This is going to be painful. Painful decisions having to be made. Let's grab. Oh, what else we got? So another scribe table. And then you got these bookcases. I want all of those. Oh man, and there's more of these. Oh, this is such a hard choice. Especially seeing as there's some of those aren't stacking. I think I am going to have to let the butterflies go. Why do those not stack? That's not fair. He says, I'm going to have to let the butterflies go, and then promptly sticks the butterflies in his inventory. I can always just mark the ruin as not fully raided yet. I mean, that is always an option. Might be the better option as well. if I'm honest with myself, because there is another scroll. Yeah, let's mark this as in green, and we can always come back here with a, because there's that as well we need to go and check. What have I got? I've got the blue ones, haven't I? Okay, let's just drop off that lot for now. Let's quickly read the scroll. Doesn't stack, of course. So we're going to have to come back for this, I think. But there's some good stuff, and these blocks are going to be really useful anyway. Because I've got a plan. I have a plan. I'm going to try and do something that I've tried to do in Vintage Story before, not on camera, because I wasn't confident of my ability to actually pull off what I was aiming for. But I've tried this before. This looks okay. Hello. Luckily I can tank these because I'm wearing a reasonable amount of armour these days. Not indefinitely, of course. These. I need to work out where these guys are coming from and take that out first, I think. Surprised that this hasn't been raided, to be honest. Can I at least just break a few of these nests? That would be really appreciated. So yeah, I mean, I like to get out and just do a bit of exploring. Sometimes it's worth recording, sometimes it's not. You really do need to work out how to get up to... Don't you look at me like that, pig. I mean, this... Oh, I see. This is probably how we're going to do it then, isn't it? No, that's not how we're going to do it. Okay, we'll deal with these ones first. I meant to do that. But yeah, it's nice to get out and see a few ruins. And also, you know, pick up some nice resources, because, you know, these places are things. But again, another ruin which is going to be, I think, very useful for some of my builds. So anyway, I was going to say, I've decided on my build palette, my build style, the thing I want to build. It's something I've tried in Vintage Story before and struggled with, but I think with the new version of Quentin's Q-piece chisel tools, you know, because that is going to be very, I think, useful. How on earth am I going to get up here? And maybe around here. Then again, maybe... Oh, hello. Yeah, maybe not. Doesn't really help me, does it? Okay. There's some more loot there, of course, but we'll look at that in a minute. So with the palette, because that gives us access, certainly the Jonas palette gives us access to some significantly improved features. Now am I getting up? Well, I can take you from here, that's fine. I'm not seeing a cage, so that's a real big bonus. Those locust cages are probably one of the blights of society. Right. Yep, I don't mind them. Don't mind locusts when... Okay. You know what we're going to have to do? We're going to have to make our own. and then we can do it. Yeah, the locust cage is probably the worst one of the lot. But again, we'll mark this as incomplete. It's not a million miles away from spawn where I want to build my bits. We'll have the watering can, definitely, and we'll definitely have those. Means I'm going to have to try and get rid of something. I don't know what. But we also just need to kill you, and then I think we're locust free for this ruin. Yes, I keep on trying to tell you what I'm going to build and then getting distracted. Yeah, welcome to my world. Anyway, yes, what am I going to build? What are you going to build, John? Why don't you tell us what you're going to build? That would be a really good idea, wouldn't it? It would, John. I will do that. What we are going to aiming to build is now a modern build. Now, I do like doing modern builds. I think they are interesting. They have, you know, a lot of things, but in Vintage Story, they are traditionally very, very hard to pull off, because Vintage Story, the aesthetic of the entire game is not modern. You know, it's almost like it's a design function we are going for, not modern. What we got? Joiners table blueprint. Man, what do I get rid of? I don't know. I really don't. I am genuinely stumped. Doesn't matter, we'll come back for it. Map. We'll mark you in green. That's ruins. Oh well, and we're out. Okay, we'll be back in a moment. Alright, yes, we're back. And so, yeah, as I was saying, the build style I'm going to aim for is going to be modern. Mushrooms and stuff around here. This is a useful place to know about. But right now, seeing as we are now pretty much full on everything, I've got plenty of food, plenty of thing. My thing is full. My chest is full. Technically known as a thing. So there appears to be something going on over there. We do need to find basalt. I'm hoping that may be basalt actually, because my build palette is chalk, basalt, and andesite, or at least the main colours. But what we do need is we are going to need the palette glow. So you've got that, which is pineapple slice. Why would you use that? Seems somewhat broken. Palette Jonas. Why pineapple slices? I got that's Coopernickel. Lantern, just 8 lanterns. Quick. That I think, I'm not sure. I need to have a word with that. That recipe doesn't look right to me. I'll have a word with QP when he's on. I'm the only person on right now. Andy was on earlier, but yeah, that does not sound right to me. Pineapple. I mean, pineapple. 64 pineapple. That's a huge amount of pineapple, especially for something that off the top of my head, I think pineapple. Once you've found it, it has something like 16 growth steps. So it's a very slow growing plant. Obviously it's a warm weather plant, so that's going to go against. Yeah, I've got nothing. I've got nowhere to put any of that. Soya beans. I don't know where to put any of that really. I don't know where to put anything. Which is why I'm going to have a look in here, because you know, if we find something, I've got nowhere to put anything. No, I can't help it. It's the nature, the call, the law of. Oh, hello, I heard you. That bunny running away from me. What is that? It's just a deer. Shale. That's shale sand. Okay, well, shale might work in the absence of basalt. but I would prefer basalt. I prefer the darker black. So we are going to have to hunt for that to make everything work. But yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm also going to need to make a lot of glass, because the thing about modern builds that people tend to forget is that you use... Have I got... Sorry, I'm just getting distracted here, but... Have I got... flax seeds? I do. So I'm going to have these because they're always useful. I don't think I've got any actual flax fibres though, have I? I suppose I could. Let's see, how many flax... Let me eat the grain. Oops. Eat the grain. We've only got 3 flax fibres, so yeah. Dirt. Compact dirt is far more valuable. Actually, it's a survival tool, believe it or not. But yeah, so I'm going to head back down through this desert. We'll spin around past spawn, and then we're going to head home, and where we are going to tackle some immediate problems. Those problems include, but are not limited. Wow, look at all that. The one peculiarity with the animals in this game, why they all end up in the water. But oh well, that's just part of their pathing, I suppose. Anyway, see you in a bit. Alright, we are back home. I've done a few chores around the place. We've got some leather tanning, we've got some more hide doing. Now I have got in my inventory the makings of... Well, I should say in my inventory, I've got in my chest the makings of 2 hoppers. I also been drying some more of these out. I just need to eat those up, they are spoiling, but everything else is fine, and that's going to dry, and then there's going to be lots of lovely breads later, because I've got a little bit of food stashed in my cellar over here. And they last for a good length of time. These are all long-lasting things, so you know, the fact that we get a day per 24 hours, we get a month actually per day per hour. Per day per hour, we get a month every day, and 6 hours every 30 hours. So yeah, we are ploughing along. But what I would like to do, I don't think there's a huge amount, there's only 2 litres in there. I'm not going to worry about 2 litres. So we're going to take you, and we shall put you somewhere. We'll put you somewhere. Say in there. And then I need, let's have a look. I should have nails. 1, 2. Good. And we should have some wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. That will make me 2 chests, which will turn into a trunk, which will make sortable. Now I've got a feeling that that block there is waterlogged, and I really don't want it to be, or at least I'm not bothered about it being waterlogged, but I'd rather it not be flowing into the space that I'm about to vacate. So let me grab you and you, and let's see if we can't do that, and see if that helps. That was not what I wanted to do. So I've got some plans. I've got a plan for a build, which, you know, always nice to have a plan for a build. And that's now waterlogged. You can still see the water, but that I can live with. What I would like, however, is not to be able to see that. Now, what have I got in the way of... Now, I've got a little bit of chert, not a lot. Not a lot there anyway. I've got more there. Any other chertage? I need some cherty chert. Any chert at all. I'll take anything. I'll take a little bit of chert gravel actually. That will work. Because we can actually, let's do this. Let's do that and that. Let's take you out. Pop you in. Pop you in. Grab you. Pop you there. That works. That torch needs to move, I think. That's going to be awkward, isn't it? Because we're going to stick our thing here. And then we need hold on, let me just have a look at sluice, because I need to make a sluice ramp. Sluice ramp is 4, so I need 12 planks. I need a little bit of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, bang, bang, and there's our sluice. So that will go there. Does that need to be open? That's a very interesting question in its own right, isn't it? I'll take you out anyway. You won't fit there. But if I were to swap you out for that, will you fit? You will. Excellent. That works. You're going to have a thing there, and then what we need to do here is go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to have to take you out. And maybe a bit of that out as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I think we are going to place the water. I'm going to have to take another block out, aren't I? This is not, no, this is not working. This is not working. No, it's going to be that. Now that's going to spill over at the moment because it's all wrong, but that doesn't matter because we're going to go and put, well, okay, have I gone one not far enough? Let's take that out again then. Grab you. We're going to, I don't know, stick a piece of that in there. That. However, let's. I mean, it's not like I can't get chert gravel, is it? So let's. No, that was right. Okay. Let me just sort this out. I'll be back in a second. Alright, and that should be that. I didn't really need to worry about what you can see and can't see in there, but that's fine. And there's 8 digit. Right. Let us try find some homes for some of this stuff. You are still drying, that's all fine. That can go in there. But what we have got over here is a chest full of sand. And we've also got a little bit more of that stone, which we can 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can basically run this in and let this start sifting. And can I get your thoughts on this Fuller's? I think you can. Anyway, that's a sifting operation off and running. So we have a sluice. I need to take, I'm going to donate a stack of 32 ingots of meteoric iron to spawn. And I will see you there. Alright, we're in the forge. We're making splitter plugs, 12 of them. I've donated a full stack of 32 meteoric iron to the forge. I think that's a reasonable tithe to the community gods. And because splitter plugs are an entirely subtractive process and there's no moving the bits around, I should get probably 3 or 4 ingots worth of bits back as well. And then we need to make all of the tools, of course, to make the splitter plugs work for us. And yeah, this is and then of course once we've done all of that, we can actually use the splitter plugs to start gathering the materials we need. Now, as I say, going to need a lot of chalk because white is going to be a big old figure. I'm going to need to get myself a whole load of quartz because we're going to need to make a lot of glass, and I'm going to need a lot of probably black coal, and I'm not sure, I have not seen any yet, so that's going to be something that's on the agenda to find. Basalt would be better. Shale will work at a pinch. But when we're only on episode 4, so planning the big build, there's going to be a lot of work. And then, of course, on top of all of that, I need a pulverizer to actually pulverize the quartz and the coal. So that should be 8. Yeah. So nothing too extravagant, but at least we can start gathering resources for what we are going to build, and I really do hope that you like it, because it should be interesting. I had a look at the Jonas palette, and the ingredient does change, and one of the ingredients is a bucket of white dye, so we may be okay. I need to remember how to make white dye, of course, and it only has a durability of 25, so it's not a cheap thing. Plus I actually need some Jonas parts. That's a missing ingredient as well, so I'm going to have to kill a saw blade or get lucky in a ruin somewhere. So we're going to have to do some exploration, but of course we've got a whole season ahead of us, so no biggie really, because we've got a whole season ahead of us, so I've got plenty of time to work on that. And it'll be interesting to see if we can, because there are decorative versions of most of the blocks now. So right, splitter plugs in the bag. I then need, let me have a think, I need a chisel. we don't need chisel, but we do need a wedge, a rough cut, a finish. Wedge, a rough cut, and a finishing. I think that's it, isn't it? Wedge, rough cut, and finishing. So that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Do another chisel. We'll do 4 pickaxe heads, because I'm going to go through those. Actually, no, we'll do 2 pickaxe heads, 2 axe heads, 2 and 2. That will leave me with 8 of those to put back in away. It's better. Oh, no. 2 picks, 2 picks. What was I say? I think a chisel, 2 picks, 2 axes, 2 shovels, maybe 2 pantographs. Might not be a bad idea. Let's start off with the finishing chisels and the chisel, because we're going to need those. Basically, stuff we're going to need lots of is the order of the day, so we'll get those and then we'll get the tool heads done, because it's nice to carry stuff around. I would also like to borrow 2 iron and make an iron plate. The reason for that, actually not an iron plate, I would like, in fact let me, I'd like to make iron teleportation rune, because there is a teleportation beacon now in the things. Iron's the best we can do, but with a 5,000 block radius limit, that's going to last a while, because I think an iron teleportation rune is, if I can find it, somewhere amongst all this lot. Meteoric stuff, things, more things. Oh, there we go. I saw it. I think I've just gone past it now. No? I think it just fell. 4,000. So that'll do 40. That will do 40,000. Okay. Okay, let me get on with these. What did I want? I want a... I will want a rubble hammer actually as well. Let's do a rough cut. Again, this is mainly subtractive, so... That could have brained me. Actually, I'll not do it. I've got 2 chisels. I'll do the rubble hammer as well, because we need to think about that at some point. We're not going to have sand forever. And we've got the rough cut. We need a finishing chisel. Anyway, I'm going to continue making a whole load of things, and I shall be back in a bit. Alright, everything is made. I've got 8. Out of that stack of 32, I've got 8 ingots left, so that's not a bad start. Don't like right-angled things. I think I'm going to have to take that path and just split it into a fork or something. That's don't like them. Don't like right angles. Not on paths. But that's fine. I mean, one of the reasons why I want the sifting set up is to actually allow me to get the flint to make paths. Certainly there's no point dirtifying all of this because it won't grow, which is another reason why I am seriously thinking, well, I'm not thinking, I am going to move away from this location. There's my temporal gear. I need a piece of clay. I need my temporal gear. I need that, and I need my kniff to make me that. And then I need to put you in there with what there? Bake at 700. Okay, we'll give you maybe 3 pieces of that. Oh, give you 3 pieces of that. Get you in, cut that up, and then we can go and pair that off, and we are good for that. How are we doing over here? Yeah, got a piece of gold, a bit of clay, some stuff, other stuff, some chert. Still running, so I don't know whether this will be chunk loaded when I'm offline. If it's not, then it's not going to run, but that's that's fine. And in here we should have 8 more ingots, so combine that with those. We've still got 30 ingots and we've still got enough. See, these are part of your, well, that lot is all part of your daily carry. That lot can go in there as well. That's all the bits that we chiselled off, so we can reprocess that. Pantograph, I don't need 3 of those, so you can go in. Chisel, I really don't need 3 of those, so you can go in there as well for now. Splitter plugs. Probably don't need the rubble hammer on me, to be honest, although I don't even need the rubble hammer at all right now. But finishing, brick, that and those, these are all part of my daily carry setup, so yeah, that's definitely a thing. So what we need to do is get to, well, I need 20 of those to make an ingot, so I need 40 of those. That's probably going to be a while. Just saying that did not get up to temperature. Well, certainly never got baked. Let's get you up to temperature. Okay, I'll cut this and be back in a moment. Alright, and with that we should have a runestone. So, all we have to do now between episodes, I'm not going to do this on screen, is I'm going to get those splitter plugs and I am going to collect us a whole load of chalk. A few hundred, but before we do that, we need to go and pair this up with its rune, with its respective beacon. And then we can get to, I mean, you know, I wouldn't teleport, well, I suppose I could teleport this distance. I mean, it's only 1 durability for every 10 blocks, so that's probably only like 3 or 4 durability. It's going to be more useful for getting back from exploration and from the new build site once that's done. I know 8 Digit's doing something with windmills up there. I think he's got 4 running now, which is good. And eventually we will have enough to make millwright windmills. But we definitely need to get that pulverizer frame up and running, because spawn village, there we go, save, and there we go, we have that. Let's see if we can't get a nice screenshot. You can't, unfortunately you can't do those, you see, because Alt turns you around. So I don't know whether you can do Shift Alt, no, Control Alt, no, Control, yeah, but you can't get a anyway. I think that will probably do for this episode. We are nearly dried out on those, so that will give us more capability to make more good foods later. I'm really curious as to what these are going to be. Really curious. But, well, I suppose we're going to have to wait. Don't know who's making them or what, but I think that's all the great thing about playing on a server. Anyway, on that note, I have places to be, things to do, and until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.